of where we came from and what God has done for us. Some of us have forgot what Jesus had done for us. We forgot that He woke you up this morning and started you on your way. We forgot that He brought you from a mighty, mighty long way. We forgot that Jesus, born of a Virgin Mary, walked through 42 generations to stop by Calvary, to die for you and for me. And yet we still stand up and have the nerve to say, I've done this all by myself. I pulled myself up by my own bootstraps. But let me remind you, if God hadn't given you enough strength, you would be able to pull yourself up out of the bed every morning and pull up your little bootstraps. And I got a witness in here every morning. We forget that Jesus died on Calvary for your sin and mine. We forget that it was Jesus that paid it all. No, it wasn't Farmers Bank, it wasn't Central Bank, or it wasn't Chase. But Jesus paid it all. Some of us forgot that Jesus fought all of our battles. It was Jesus, I keep saying this, but I can't help it, that died for you and me on Calvary. It was Jesus who forgave you of your sin. It was Jesus who made a way out of no way. Jesus, my rose of Sharon, my lily of the valley, my bright and morning star. Jesus, my company keeper. Jesus, my bridge over troubled water. Is there anybody in here who knows my Lord? Is there anybody in here who loves my Jesus? I'm glad, sure enough glad, that Jesus died for me. Jesus made a way out of no way. Jesus, my friend, when I'm by myself. Jesus, my money when I'm broke. Jesus, my all in all. I don't understand why some folk come to church with their arms folded, sitting like this, crossed over. They act like God hadn't done anything for them. But I can't help because you feel that way. But every time I think about His goodness and what He's done for me, I can't help but to say thank you. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for food, shelter, and clothing. Thank you for keeping my right frame of mind. Thank you for bringing me from a disgrace to amazing grace. Thank you for making a way for everybody. I don't know about you, but I'm glad, sure enough glad, that one of these mornings it won't be long. You're going to look for birds, and I'll be going on. I'm going to a place where the wicked will cease from troubling, and the weary will be at rest. I'm glad, sure enough glad, that one of these days, bright and fair, I'm going to take on wings soon we forget.
Amen.
We ought to be thankful today.
Amen.
You know, God has brought us a mighty, long way.
Amen.
Y'all don't mind if I testify for a moment?
Go ahead.
My daddy's been dead 8 years. We didn't always have a perfect relationship. But I stand here to tell you, I thank God for my daddy right today.
Amen. Yes, sir.
Didn't like how he did things when we were coming up, but now I'm appreciating of what my father taught me. I'll never forget it. And I thank God. I should have been dead and buried. I should have been dead and buried. Kidding it up. But let me tell you something. I don't care what you done. What you done in the past. Look at what God is doing for me right now. I don't care what you done. Look at what God is doing for you right now. You can't forget from where you came from and what you went through. I shared it with my wife all the time. God has been so good. I just can't tell it all. How soon we forget. I may forget my wife's birthday. I may forget our anniversary. I may forget my birthday. But one thing I'm here to tell you that I shall never forget is what Jesus done for me. Have I got a witness in the When I gave my life to Christ over 30 plus years ago, sometimes it's been easy, sometimes it hasn't been, but I tell you, I wouldn't take the dime from the journey. And I thank God for every moment. How soon you forget. May God bless you. May God keep you. And may heaven forever smile upon you to my prayer. With the pastor's permission, the door of the church is open.